Most style blogs tend to focus on youth, and mine is all about men and women who have been dressing for years and who have great style that they've developed over time. I was very close to my grandmother growing up, and I moved to New York about 3 years ago and saw amazingly dressed older women who were 70, 80, and 90 walking on the streets, wearing gloves, wearing hats, wearing great, huge accessories, and not letting their age stop them from being who they were. So it really just came together from what I was seeing on the streets, and I wanted to present that to people because I didn't feel in media or other blogs that these women were being represented. Oh, I like that. Do what you do. I photograph anyone from eccentric to elegant, and it's really about people who have something to say about their style. And style's a way to create a bigger conversation about vitality and spirit for me. So it's really something that happens organically, me walking around, looking for something that I respond to, meeting people who respond to what I do. Ruth! 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 I'm filming for TV right now. This is amazing that I run into you. Do you mind being on television?
No.
Other night we celebrated her birthday. She's 100 years old. And now we run into you. Can I take your photo real quick?
Why not?
Thank you.
You've done it before.
I've done it before. I just wish that the fashion industry would also show women of a certain age more on the runway, more in editorials, because they really have something to say about the brand. You know, if someone's been wearing something for 50 years, it says something about quality. And who's to say that only youth is beautiful? So for me, what I'm trying to do is shine a light upon these beautiful, gorgeous, intelligent women and show that they do have something to say. They still shop, they still have a perspective, and I think that perspective is just as important as youth culture. Thank you, Ruth. Have an amazing trip. I'm going to Milan tomorrow. When do you get back?
Where are you going this time?
Milan.
Oh, I suffer. He's going to Italy tomorrow. You can wear a plain black dress, but if you throw a scarf around or the right jewelry.
That's what we just talked about, yeah.
You change it from casual to party.
See, these ladies know what they're talking about.
So,
No, but isn't that wonderful?
Can I take one more shot? One more. Okay. I think when you're young, you still haven't really come into your own skin. You don't really know who you are. Whereas when you get to a certain age, you don't care anymore. You do what you want, and you do it for you. You do it because it makes you feel good. You dress up, and it makes you smile in the morning. It makes other people smile. Oh, sorry, we're just filming right here.
Nice to see you. Mwah.
Good to see you.
Mwah.
So will you show me some stuff around the store?
Absolutely.
So I met Lindell, I would say it's probably 2 years ago now, and she was on the street, and she was wearing this big green kind of cape-like dress and this beautiful hat.
Try to teach all my customers that you don't need to have fantastic clothes. You can have wonderful clothes, but if you accent it with a hat or a lot of jewelry, that's it.
What would be the best? And so I asked her if I could take her photo, and she said, of course. And she told me, she had mentioned she had a store called Off Broadway, but I never had the chance to come. So, I mean, she's just such an inspiring woman. She's the Countess of Glamour.
That's wonderful. That's a vintage hat. This looks like Sephora. My boutique is 42 years old. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I love it as much today as I did 42 years ago.
Hey, how did you like your time at Lincoln Center? Everyone was photographing you.
Oh,
we didn't talk about that.
They didn't stop. They didn't stop. People used to stop me in the street all my life and say, oh my gosh, where'd you get that dress? Where'd you get this? And I love people, and I love fashion, and I love creativity. But look, you buy this jacket, okay? It's a lovely little jacket, right? You put this on and you walk in and make an outfit. You make a statement. You can take that black dress. Many people are not going to wear what I wear. This is who I am. But at least I start you thinking, oh, look what she's doing. Maybe I could wrap my head. Maybe I could wear that big jewelry. And even if you do one thing, how great the accessories. Try something new is what I tell everybody. And thank goodness there are many of my customers who believe what I believe. See, I love this. This is a beautiful jacket.
Yeah, you have cool stuff back here.
This is an Yves Saint Laurent label. This is fantastic.
I love this. Ooh, that's cool.
And that's a vintage.
Oh,
That's vintage.
Brianna would look good in that,
Yes.
right?
No, I tell you what she bought yesterday, Brianna.
Women here don't give up. They go out for their groceries at 90. I know a 100-year-old who does Pilates. They have to walk everywhere, and they see so much inspiration on the streets, which is so important. My grandma was amazing. She lived in California, but you have to drive everywhere. Here, you take the subway, you jump on a bus, you're at a museum, you're at a fashion show. You can do that at 80, 90, and 100.
You can put the most gorgeous clothes on, and if you have no place to go, if you don't go to a restaurant and you don't live your life, what'll I do, sit in bed with gorgeous clothes? So it's not just the clothes, it's what you do in the clothes. It's the life you live in the clothes. And New York is fantastic because you walk down the street, it's a walking city.
Street style in New York, I like it. It's very tailored, I feel, lately. Very individual, yeah.
I think it's more edgy than a lot of other places. I think people like to make their own twist on their street style. But I think it's a lot of fun in New York. Style, I think, could be for anybody. I think you just need to know how to wear the right colors for your tone. I don't think that you need to spend a lot of money to be fashionable.
So I think style is just a really good reflection of how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis. I don't think there's too much philosophy behind it. I really think fashion is something that has to be played with and have fun.
I'm having an event for Fashion Week to celebrate women like this, Miano, who's the most amazing. She used to work for all the design houses. She's so incredible. Older women who have style, who prove that with age, it doesn't even matter. Style never ends at any age, right? Miano's amazing. I'm doing great. It's a little wild. There's 800 people outside, and I feel a little bit frantic, but it's going good. Amazing ladies here. I don't know if you know Iris Apfel. She's one of our muses tonight.
Very well, except the noise is a little deafening.
It's a little too loud for some of the ladies.
Maybe they're deaf.
Yeah, we're going to try to shut down the noise a little bit. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
The Ace Hotel asked me to do an event for Fashion Week. We wanted to show women who have something to say about style but are often forgotten by the fashion world. Women who kind of set the trends for other people. And so I worked on it for about 3 months. We got Ilona, who's 91 years old, to perform a cabaret, and a lot of other ladies to dress up and be there. And we wanted to create a conversation between young people and older people to really talk about style and fashion and why they do what they do, and hopefully inspire people to look at age in a new way.
I think for me, fashion means freedom to express yourself. And it's really a part of my identity. And it makes me feel good. And when I'm down, even at home sometimes I just play with my clothes and put outfits together just to make myself feel better.
Valerie and I are the idiosyncratic fashionistas. We do a style blog for women of a certain age because we say we're not dead and we're not invisible. So the runways don't cover clothing for us. So women like my friends and I come up with the things on our own. We either reposition or repurpose things, or we buy vintage, or we make things like Suzanne makes these fabulous bracelets.
It's about women of a certain age, more mature women, feeling free to be themselves, to have their own style, and not be dictated by what somebody else says.
Nobody's ever asked me my age since I was 18, and I used to lie and say, oh, I'm 24. after 18, nobody ever asked me my age. Italian Vogue wanted to put my picture on their website, and Ari said, Lynn, they will not do it unless you give them your age. And I started to think about it. I said, why the heck would I want to give anybody my age? For what? And then I thought about it. I said, why not? That's okay. Why not? So I did, and I truly felt liberated. He has rediscovered me for the third time in my life. I have been discovered 3 times, and it's very flattering at this time of my life.
I want to take this as for
Okay.
my face. Here, just look at me, Lynn.
Oh, me? Okay.
Thank you.
A pleasure. Anytime.
One more. Great.
Thank you.